Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can choose from the comfort of their own home. If you like these videos, please buy the watch at JazzTime.com and not somebody else. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual reference 124300 OP41 black dial. I'm going to talk to you guys about the case, the dial, the bezel, the movement, bracelet, clasp, try it on, and give you my thoughts. So let's dive right in. So as you can see, this watch is in black dial, and the major difference that it has with its predecessor is that now it's 41 millimeters. That's 41 from my thumb to my index finger, the diameter. It used to be, in the old reference number 114300, it used to be 39 millimeters. They've upped the size by 2 millimeters. That's right. So it fits much more comfortably, and as you'll see when I do a wrist shot at the very end of this video, it sits very comfortably, very flat on your wrist. It's now 41 millimeters. The dial colors, they make them in plain dial colors, silver, black, blue. Those are the plain ones, but they also make them in very special looking dials. They have them in hot pink, in yellow, in red, in hot green. Here's one of them I can show you. Here's a hot green, or what do you call this? I don't know, Christmas green. They have it in these special colors. Although those ones are selling at much higher than retail, they are going at a super premium, but they are very hot in color. So if you want to add some spice to your OP, your Rolex Oyster Perpetual, you can go for the colors. Now if you just want to do a standard color, this would be one of them. Black, silver, and blue. Those are the basic colors. They actually match with everything, and in my opinion, make it much easier to wear this watch. Okay, so we've talked about the case. It's 41 millimeters. What else I want to say about this case? Okay, look at the thickness. That means going from my thumb to my index finger. It is very thin, actually, and I'm going to try it on my wrist, and you're going to see. Not exactly how many millimeters, I'm not sure. I want to say like 11.5 or 12. It's thin. A good thin. Okay, not too thin, not flimsy thin, but a good thin. And that makes a difference. Okay, 41 millimeter. It's a model block middle case with a screw down case back and winding crown. And the material is stainless steel. Let's talk about the bezel. The bezel is a domed bezel, D-O-M-E-D, domed or smooth. Now, it doesn't look like the traditional fluted bezel. You get some of these fluted bezels that kind of looks like a serrated edge around here. The bezel is the thing that goes around the dial. That part is domed. And why is that a good thing? Well, fluted bezels can get damaged. Domed bezels don't really get damaged. And if they do, you can easily polish it, which is very easy to do. And it's also made of stainless steel, much more robust, and you can wear it in almost pretty much every situation. I mean, this is like one of the most robust, strong watches that you can get. Okay, that's the bezel. Now let's talk about the bracelet here. Okay, bring your attention to the bracelet. Now the bracelet is all brushed steel. What does that mean? It has one look to it. It doesn't, on other oysters, it has like a high polish down the center, and those are really easy to scratch. The good thing about this one is that it's all in brushed steel. Okay, now one of the other differences that I don't know if you know is that it used to not be able to change there was not a comfort link. Now what is a comfort link? Now you see the back of this. It's right now it's in the closed position. Now a lot of us, we get hot and cold and our wrist kind of expands depending on the temperature, humidity. So what Rolex has thought of is if your wrist gets bigger, you can do this. Watch. Boom. You see it? It's pulled it out. It's the comfort extension is pulled out all the way. Okay, all the way, and that gives you another 3 or 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters of extension. Now, if I want to put it back, I simply fold it like that, you see, and click. Now it's back in the closed position, 5 millimeters smaller. That is the difference of this bracelet, which is actually a very big difference. Before, on the older OPs, you could not change that. It was one size fits all. If it doesn't fit, too bad. Now, it does have 3 micro pins right here on the underside of this clasp that do a micro adjust, but you can't adjust those unless you have tools. And they don't make half links for this. So this comfort extension is actually quite important. I think it's a great idea. Okay, now the buckle right here, what you'll notice about this buckle is I actually really like this one. People think, well, this is a cheap model, it doesn't have the raised insignia. But you know what happens to raised insignia? They get, boom, flattened. That's right. So you don't want to have a raised insignia if you're going to wear this all the time, because that 5 crowns might turn into 4 crowns someday, and that's not good. So what about this one? Look at, I'm rubbing this all day long, and look, it's nothing. Look at the profile of that. It's actually engraved downward, which is a good thing, right? You see that? So you can't like rub off the crown. I mean, it'd be Olex if you kept on wearing it, and at someday it'd be Lex, right? So that's actually a pretty good thing. I like that. Okay, and it has no safety clasp. That means you just simply close it like this. It's called a folding oyster clasp with easy link 5mm comfort extension. You simply close the clasp with one push. Okay, and if you want to open it, you simply put your nail in the top and boom, pop it open just like that. I think it's a pretty good idea. It's not the most secure. It's not a sports watch. It doesn't have a safety link where it flips over. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the movement. What else is different between this and the last model? This is the current model. And this one has the new movement. The movement is a 3230 movement. Now you can't see it. It's inside here. But trust me, it looks very beautiful. I've opened this many times to check to see if they're real. And the movement is completely revamped. They got rid of the Geneva swirls, and it just looks much more modern. And it's more precise as well. It's plus minus 2 seconds a day. And here's the big thing. It has a power reserve of 70 hours. Now, it used to have one of 48 hours. You might be thinking, well, that's only like, you know, however many, 28 hours better or 26 hours better, something. Well, actually, it's a big deal. Why is it a big deal? Because think about it. You've gone from 48 or 42, whatever it is, to 70. That's like a 30-40% increase, isn't it? I mean, that means you've made the movement that much better, that it's improved, you know, 30 to 40%, and it runs more smoothly, which means it can run longer, and it runs more accurate. I think that's a pretty good thing. Okay, so that is what it is. Okay, so I've talked to you guys about pretty much everything. The dial, the bezel, the case, the bracelet, the movement. Now, time for the money shot. Put it on my wrist so you can see. Now, I have an average man's wrist of around 7.25 inches. Okay, I'll try to show it to you guys here. Now look, it fits very well, and this is 41 millimeters, and that does not look too big to me. It looks just right. It encompasses the wrist, but doesn't make it too, it doesn't overcrowd the wrist. Now, how do you know if the watch is too big? Well, if the head of it passes the top and bottom, it's too big for you. You need to change the size. Now, people have asked me like, oh, what size should I buy? I want the bigger one. Well, you know, you should buy the watch that actually fits your wrist. I mean, you know, you don't buy the biggest pair of shoes you can, or the biggest, you know, suitcase, or the biggest bag, right? You buy the bag, you know, or shoes or shirt or jacket that fits, right? If they don't have the jacket in your size, you're probably not going to buy it, right? So you buy the jacket that fits. Same thing here. You buy the watch that fits. So if you are of the size that can wear a 41 millimeter watch, such as a 7-inch or greater wrist, I'm a 7.25. I think a 7-inch would be like a good size. Then you could wear this watch. If not, then you should wear 36. And there's nothing wrong with wearing a small watch or being of a smaller size. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with having a bigger size. You wear the watch that fits your wrist. In this case, this one fits me. I would definitely wear it. And there, to let you see the profile, as I was telling you before, it has a thin profile. It's not super thick. Great watch. So if you like this watch and you want to buy it, good luck buying it at your authorized dealer. It means you're never going to get it there. But you can buy it at jazztime.com. Of course, you need to pay the market price, and don't call us crying, oh, but it's retail this and I want to buy it for that. Well, then go wait in line for like 3 years and get it. No, if you want to get it today, right now, right this minute, while you're sitting at home on your couch watching YouTube, click on the link below and you can buy it at today's market price at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.